Hey everybody, Jcrash here to talk about Cosmopolis. This film came out in early summer 2012 and it didn't do well at all. Frankly, it was a flop. It was a David Cronenberg film. The film was not well received by critics or audiences. For the most part, people disliked this film. It's rated very low on engines like IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes, things like that. It stars Robert Pattinson, and he's kind of going against his typecast role of Edward in the Twilight series. And like I said, a David Cronenberg film. Now, I've heard the film described as being slow, boring, difficult to understand, inaudible, lacking character depth, lacking plot. You know, to some extent, a lot of those things are true. Is this a great film? No, it's not a great film. But it's a decent film. I actually enjoyed Cosmopolis. I enjoyed it more when it was over, and I could kind of think about it a little bit. It was a tough film to get through. It asks a lot of the audience. It asks you to sit down and concentrate and pay attention to the dialogue that is being presented. Dialogue drives this film. It's not like a Mamet-style dialogue or a Tarantino-style dialogue either, which kind of throws in some of those human elements. The characters are not natural. They're very artificial. It's not natural dialogue. It's a very sterile film. And that's kind of the point. The film explores themes of depersonalization that take place within economic systems, and how through participation in these systems, a dehumanization takes place in the context of economics. Now, the film is based on the novel by Don DeLillo, and it seems that most of the people who have read the book support the film. Now, I haven't read the book, but I'm supporting the film because I kind of understand what Cronenberg was doing and how he was presenting it, or at least in my eyes, what he was trying to do. Now, the film follows a young, multi-billionaire currency trader played by Robert Pattinson. This guy is loaded. He is speculating on the Chinese currency, the yuan, and he's losing millions of dollars by the minute. He is surrounded by security. He has a fleet of limousines, state-of-the-art limousines with computer systems and everything you can imagine. The story, quote-unquote, revolves around him wanting to get a haircut across town. There's a lot going on in the city. There are protests going on, and the president is in town. The roads are jammed and blocked. There's tons of traffic, but he wants to go across to get a haircut. Coincidentally, this film was shot and everything before the Occupy Wall Street protests happened. And most of the film takes place in the limousine, in his headquarters. And that is kind of the symbol for the bubble that this character lives in now. We're talking about an extremely powerful, wealthy man. His character has a death threat put on him. He has massive security, so he's isolated himself there. He has security teams that are making sure that his computer systems don't get hacked. The guy's under constant pressure. He's constantly having to look over his shoulder, worried about what's happening, and he's lost his ability to feel anything, and that's really what this film is about. There is a detachment of the characters. They are very deadpan, and the dialogue is not emotive. It's very clinical. The film has a sterile feel to it. In fact, a doctor comes daily to his limousine and gives Pattinson's character a medical exam, and in the film he checks his prostate. It has humor to it, too, kind of satire to it. But it's a sterile environment, and that's really what Cronenberg was going for to, I believe, show the depersonalization, the removal from anything human that takes place in these levels and layers of the economic system. I think it's a film that's misunderstood. It's a difficult film, there's no question. You really have to kind of commit yourself to this film. And like I said, I was, happy I saw it when it was over. But during the film, it's a tough film to get through. It's not for everybody, but if you like headier films, I thought it was pretty cool, and it had an effect on me after the film was over. All right, everybody, thanks for listening.